7. I hope you're all well. I am not entirely sure what we're going to be doing this week because it will depend on how my live lesson with Year 13 goes. Well, tomorrow for me, but today for you because you are in the future. If it goes well, I'll do some live lessons with you. If it doesn't and technology fails me, then I will be recording videos for you this week while I come up with an alternative arrangement. So, what I want to do this week is revise some topics, just do short revision lessons on topics from the mocks you did just before Christmas that you didn't do very well on. So it was only sort of 4 questions from each paper, and I've had a look at what topics those are, and the one I want to do today is ratios, where 2 of the parts are given as an equation rather than as a ratio. This was off paper 1 and it might have been question 16, ratios with equations. So I'm going to write out an example and then I'm going to go through it with you, and I'm going to write one for you to do. So, as if by magic, an example has appeared on the board. So we're doing ratios with equations, and our example is we've got A to B in the ratio 5 to 3, and we've got that C equals 6A. We want to find the ratio B to C. So what I want to do first of all is try and set up a ratio A to B to C. Now we know A to B is 5 to 3. Now from this equation, when we have 6 lots of A, that only makes up 1 lot of C. What that means is C is worth 6 times more than A is. So for the ratio A to C, this bit here, it doesn't imply that A is 6 to C 1. It does not imply that. It's actually the other way round. C is worth 6 times more than A is. So when we have 1 lot of A, we have 6 times more of that for C. So the ratio of A to C is 1 to 6. So we can put that in here, 1 to 6. And then we can turn these, we can multiply these 2 numbers here to make our A to B to C ratio. So we'll end up with 5 to 3 to 30, which means that our ratio B to C here is going to be 3 to 30, but we want to simplify it, so it will end up being 1 to 10. So the main thing that you got wrong as a class on the question in paper 1 was where it had an equation like this, you thought that that meant when A is 6 in the ratio, C is 1. You do not take the coefficients here and put them directly under those letters. You need to swap them. So we've really got 1C equals 6A. So then when we do the ratio, A is going to be this 1 and C is going to be this 6. So the coefficients swap to make the ratio. Right, I am going to write a similar example down, but this time I want you to have a go at it. So this is your question to have a go at. A to B is 4 to 5. 2B equals 3C. So you need to find the ratio A to C. So pause the video, have a go at that, and I'm going to work through it. Pause the video now, please. Thank you. So your final answer should be A to C is 6 to 5. Those two examples that we've just done were pretty simple. They were slightly simpler than the one you did in the exam paper because the exam paper one had 4 parts. So we're going to do an example now that has 4 parts rather than just 3. This is slightly more like the example that, like the question that you had in your past paper. So we've got 2 ratios, we've got A to B and we've got A to D, but then we've got an equation here. So the first thing you want to do when you see an equation, if it's in a ratio question, is turn it into a ratio. So actually this gives us that B to C is what? 2 to 3, not 3 to 2. So the coefficients swap. The 2 is B, the 3 is C. So now that we've got just ratios, we can ignore that now. Forget about the confusing element of an equation and just use ratios. So we want A to B to C to D. We've got A to B as 1 to 2. And we've got B to C is 2 to 3. Now because these match already, we can just put that 3 here, straight away. Now we've also got that A to D is 4 to 9. This has been multiplied by 4, so let's do the same to these. And I don't believe that they have any common factors. Please leave a comment and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that means your final answer, I should know because I made the question up, but I think that means your final answer is 4 to 8 to 12 to 9. So the thing about these questions is they're not actually very difficult. They are just ratio questions and you are perfectly fine at doing those. It's just the added confusion of an equation. So once you've sorted that and you know how to turn it into a ratio, it becomes a standard ratio question. I'm going to write out another example like this one, but I want you to pause the video and have a go at it. This is the question for you to try. A to B is 7 to 2. A to D is 2 to 1. And B is equal to 4C. So pause the video now, please. Have a go at it. I am going to work through the question so you can check your answer. So this equation means that B to C is in the ratio 4 to 1. We've got A to B is 7 to 2. We've got B to C is 4 to 1. And we've got A to D is 2 to 1. I'm going to use this column here to make my combined ratio. So I'm going to multiply this row by 2 so that I end up with the 4 that's there. And this 7 multiplied by 2 is going to give me 14. This stays as 1 because B was 4 when C was 1. Now we have a look at this ratio and what we need to do to get it to combine with this one. A was 2 here, it's now 14, so I've multiplied by 7. So I need to multiply that by 7 as well, and I get the ratio 14 to 4 to 1 to 7. Those 4 questions should be enough to sort out the issue, or if you had any issues with the question that was on the mock paper. However, there are some other problem-solving type ratio questions in the document that I've uploaded. I am going to do another video for today as well, so you need to watch it straight after this one. That is going to be on those different types of questions, and there will be some questions for you to try in that as well. So please now go and watch the other video, which I have not yet made, but by the time you see this, it will already be there. Ooh.